going to training camp and getting in shape. So that's the deal. He created that. Kobe Bryant did the same thing. Any of the top competitors actually have had those habits. Catching people when they're on vacation, catching people when they are having hangovers. So anyway, no excuses. I personally want to become the best I ever have in my entire life. And the standards are really high because things that I used to do in the past that I used to watch as a spectator were pretty incredible. My mother was right. So I know that I have a long way to go, but I'm using all the tools possible to make that happen. Right here I have one, a denim jacket, 2, 3, 4 layers of shirts. Not that you have to. Under here I got a victory patch, a liberty patch, a boost patch, and an ignite patch. So I get the most energy possible with the best balance and coordination as possible while burning as much fat as possible. And again, I'm doing point karate with 16 ounce boxing gloves. And the reason I'm doing that is because when I put on the regular point gloves, which I'll be sparring with the macho gloves, exactly. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to mop this up later on. I had to put some baking soda inside here. It's starting to get funky. Anyway, guys, what I'm saying is that we can all get better. Now, this thing with competing in tournaments and not making any money, to me, is nonsense in the sense of a professional standpoint. Yes, if you guys are amateurs, those who competed in local tournaments throughout the years, you never made any money, that's your prerogative. But those who want to become next level and come to New York City and compete, and there's going to be other parts of the country, then we will be compensating you financially because it's the right thing. I got $3,500 so far that we're giving away in the 30+ market, where that's 3 times more, what I should say, that's more than 3 top NASCAR tournaments combined in one little event in the Bronx that's only going to be for competitors 30 and above. That's February 28th. And also, we only have 5 years apart per division. So if you're 40, you're the youngest in the division, 40 to 45. No, 40 to 44. 45 to 49, and so on and so forth. So every 5 years, there's another person, that's to say, in another division. So if you're 70, you're the youngest in the 70 to 74 division. If you're 80, you're the youngest in the 80, 84 division. If you're 75, you're the youngest in the 75 to 79 division, and so on and so forth. So what I'm saying, guys, is that you've seen it before, you've heard it before, but most people have no idea whatsoever that you can be a competitor, earn some income in the process, have some fun, stay alive, and not be the so-called has-been or never was. Anyhow, enjoy it. I'm gonna do it. Here we go. Outside. Round 1. That one help? Yeah. Block. Up, you block. I go down. Squeeze. Squeeze. Point, you got it. Just warming up, baby. Warming up, straight. One. I'm gonna rewind it, I'm not sure. So I'm attacking by combinations. So basically, a revolver or shotgun are great weapons, but they just have one, or there's a space between the ability to throw multiple shots. A semi-automatic throws double, but it's lighter, so you go so to speak. Not really Sometimes you have to use a full automatic. So what I'm saying is that sometimes you have to pick up a knife, sometimes a javelin, sometimes a bottle, sometimes it's setting up some honey, so to speak, to draw the person out. So it's not about just kicking punches. It's about angles, fakes, height differences, footwork. Sometimes the kicks and the punches. Actually, for the kicks and the punches are the ones that are making contact. But the preparation, the flavor, the style, the ingredients that you're using is up to you. It can be salty or it can be sweet. But regardless, it has to be funky. Number 5. 5.
Yep. I read you. I heard your part.
A word from my sponsor, a little bit of secrets. No, that's the house. A punch on it. A kick is loud. Somebody. No point. Four. Good. I got you. On the back of the head.
Something like that.
Huh?
I said, I thought something like that.
No worries. It will be on the back. On the back of the head, yes. Round number 5. Starting soon. So, if you notice, I added some kicking, but it didn't matter. He blocked or repositioned about 5 kicks. He was stuck in the corner. I still couldn't get him. Just because you're in the corner doesn't mean you give up and you can't get out. Now what I had to watch for was his tendency to explode out that corner or a freaking dive bomb that I usually can't do anything about. But since this time I put more pressure on him by throwing multiple kicks, he had to abort that mission, reposition. Ooh, that rhymes. Sometimes you have to abort that mission and reposition. And when he repositioned, I hit him in the process, but it didn't matter. They all missed. Or I should say, he blocked them all. Awesome. Round 5. Two. Yeah. Class. Outside. Is it good? Yeah. Cool. Have you done that one? Have you done that one? When I did take out of this, pressure, pick up the leg, make it into a twister, but not to the head. To the body. It might work only one time because it's different. But if you do 20 different techniques, then, and you score on each of them, it means that you have a complete arsenal, which is what it takes. Not the same thing. Yes, I scored the reverse punch, but look at the setups. 4 points on round number 5. Did you feel into the body going? Point? Yeah, that's fine. Now look at this. Watch this, guys. I went. I took 3 punches. It's crazy. Yeah. Or I hit you one time, which is a great number, but I don't know about techniques. See that spinning? That's the part you gotta watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this time, I was aware of the potential, and when I this, I want to use this shoulder. Only because mistakes happen. Yes, safety first. They were on 6. I still have a full set, right?
No.
Oh, no? Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, and you will want to do it. Great. Nice. Perfect. Beautiful. I got caught spectating in the range where each of us could hit each other, which puts me at a disadvantage. And then when he shuffled his feet, if you watch the slow-mo, he didn't go like this. He went like this, the way it's supposed to be. So the shuffle, which is a distraction, made me not notice that he was already bridging the gap. In other words, I became a spectator in the middle of the match. If I do that more often, he'll get me more often. What I mean by that, if I stay in his range and cooperate with him, I'll never score. He'll score me every single time. What I have to do is be elusive, deceptive, and sneaky. So it's trigonometry, tricks. And fate is psych fool. Makes the person second or even third guess, or catch them in the middle of breaths. Ooh. Check the lyrics. Do that. 41. Yeah. How did that feel? It looked beautiful when you walk.
I think I remember this sniper fight. So,
Oh, that was beautiful. I did my version of it, but it didn't work out so well. No point, right?
you hit my head.
All right, so that's 5. Did you expect that?
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't know what I would do. In other words, I threw 3 punches. I have to attack my combination to increase the possibility of actually scoring, because if I throw single techniques and they miss, I have to throw a lot more single techniques. If I throw combinations and the first 2 miss, but the third one hits, or vice versa, that increases my possibility of success. But if you really look at my misses, they're really higher than him. I miss more than him because I throw techniques more than him. So I throw 3 techniques to score 1, as opposed to 2 techniques to score 1. So now when I throw the techniques, I'm not trying to purposely miss. I'm just attacking by combinations, because I notice in the process of me attacking, if I notice that the opening is to the body, now think about it. 90% of the time, I hit him to the body. But to be honest with you, 90% of the time, he hit me to the head. So if I'm throwing multiple punches that he's blocking his head and I hit him to the body, that means that my business model is work 3 or 4 times harder, because if I go to singular techniques, I lose. If you understand what I'm saying. Now what he does, 9 out of 10 times, tell me no more, sir. Where you go towards? My head. Yeah. In the meantime, I have a small head. I might have a big mouth. I have some big, what would be, shoes. Now, why do I speak in between rounds? Because this is the money. This is the strategy. That's the physical part. This is the psychological part, or the mental part. And that's why I do both. I don't know who's talking there, but any of you guys may write it down, not to spar like this, to work out so that you look better at the tournament. I don't want to embarrass nobody. I want to help you. Round 6. You okay, sir?
Yeah. Yeah. 6. Half it.
Shoulders all the way. Like this. I went. Decoy. That's part of the thing. So there, I haven't done that fake to him. Right? Yeah, I went. The chase heights.
Wait, so that's definitely okay.
He scored 2. But you see what the punch, 3 was this way, right? Yeah. But he hit me too. As you notice, he was trying to move my hand out the way. So he wanted this.
Yeah.
It just so happens that I still got it in. But most people, he would have swept them away. That's 3.
3.
No point. Outside.
Out.
One more. Up. He grabbed my hand as a perfect block. I stood to the punch. That scored. Or what a block. Oh my God. That front hand is actually there to block. Now, it was hard for him to do it. But once he had my hand, he should have threw his punch. But since I was driving him, I got the punch off. But what hurt him more than me was the war. Right? Yeah. So I got to move that way. Okay. Circle. That's 4. Got it. Beautiful. You see what I mean? He's faster than me. Yes, I scored after he caught me. Beautiful. And that was a pressing kick. He threw a straight up pressing kick. Awesome. If you watch, I win. Again, most of the times that I score, it's to the body. I still throw it to the head, and he drops his head really well, or he moves it out the way to avoid. And then when he does that, he leaves a hook punch, like I used to. However, if I'm attacking my combination, I get a chance to continue the amount of techniques I interconnect like a Lego block. This is round number 7. And it's Christmas Day when most people say, George, if you're still watching, thank you for the jacket. And the one under is also thank you. I'll send you the address. I already have your envelope packed ready to go, and I added a few extra ones. Let me know in the comments how your shoulder's still feeling. Thanks. What's that, Tito? George.
George, what's one, Grandmaster George? Keep getting better, Grandmaster George.
That's the warlock. Warlock. Hey, round 7. 7. See, so we played possum there, or cat and mouse. Again, I do more technique than you. One. Yeah, we did that. That's two. That's 3. That's 4. Yeah, I had to switch it up. Something different. You didn't expect it, did you?
No.
Round number 8. Nothing? So we don't have to stop. What's that? What? I don't know. No. Can I touch base? Okay. Good one. Hello. Okay. You know what it is? Did I get you wrong?
Yeah.
Where? No, no. If you don't know, no point. I went like this. Which I think hit a glove. Then when I went like this to the body, which might have hit. But he's the judge. No point. Read. How many points so far? How many points so far? 3 or 4. You got one. Round number 9. Again, it has to be multiple punches. I can't go one punch at him, but over here ends up over here. I can't go 2 punches. Sometimes 3 is not enough. And then between there, he'll hit me. There's 1.
Yeah.
That's 1.
Hey, the nurse is here. The nurse is here. Jump in today. What happened, Jumper? Cold?
Crash. Point. That was the best one for me because he actually went Maybe the first time in a long time, but that was beautiful. Beautiful. Is that 4 or 5? I think that's 4. Okay. He thought it was going to be a kick. I think. And then I went to the body. Fuck the body. Run.
10.
So I did this, guys. I kicked, then I went punch to the body. Again, guys, because
Combination.
I'm going to reiterate. As a sniper, he is as good, if not better, in the sense that he'll throw one technique that'll score. So in order for me to really make up the difference, like anything else, I have to hustle. Meaning I throw multiple techniques. Now again, even with all my fakes, repositions, and angles, he scores on me. But trust me, if I just spar like most people, there's no way in life that I will be able to win. That's why if you notice every time he scores on me, or almost scores on me, it's perfect. However, I can still make a slight adjustment that you may not notice, especially from just one angle. But he knows, because a lot of guys say, oh, how come he doesn't attack? Are you freaking crazy? And you count how many kicks and punches he threw, and I wish we had that. It's crazy. Except that I don't cooperate. When he does that, I usually stay at a distance where I don't reach with another sniper technology. And then once he gets to settle, then I attack him and catch him in between breaths and thinking of what happened.
Yeah.
They don't know what you're saying.
Right now. Diaphragmatic breathing, so it won't be leaving.
Okay, yeah. So the diaphragmatic breath is the reason why I can last long, and so can he.
I know about Marvin's going to do a lot of that now, right? Especially we haven't had enough of it.
The reason I try to stay away from the head, and you didn't see it here, I went to kick and I just threw backwards. Is because even with a mask, it gives whiplash, left and right. So I do hit to the head also, but not as often because we don't need any injuries.
Oh.
I did that one and he did it to me. That was beautiful. Outside. 400. If you know I didn't really attack, I did the slow motion. Because to me, he has a tendency to jump. And when he jumps, he goes back. So instead of getting hit by his technique or exploding to try to hit him, I use the outside rule. That's once. Outside. Where's the swap? 2-0 and 1-1. Outside. Twice. Now, what's that? That was the inverted kick. But he didn't expect it. So it hit a little harder, right? Yeah. But he has to protect them. Again, a few rounds ago I did it with a combination. So now since I've done it twice, his brain has to register. Potential techniques include, right sir? That's 4. I did 4, right? Yeah. Okay. That's 5. Round 11. How many of you can honestly say that you can go 11 rounds of any form of striking or moving? Yes, in between rounds, you hear me speak, but I'm trying to recap and give the lessons for SniperFight.com for the paying customers, which most of you are of them. So I've been leaving these videos up longer only because of the people who are competing at the tournaments. However, shortly they'll come down along with the jewels of information that I and others will benefit from when we review. One time up. Now, let me explain how I'm standing like this. I'm standing there like this. So that means I can't move. Then when I do, that's when I bend my knees. And I do 3 months ago. He can't expect me to be ready. How come you be ready standing there tall with your knees locked? So there, I did the infamous hopscotch. And I went from here to switch. Hopscotch number 1. Again, I'm here. I went. Yes, hopscotch number 1. Separate. I think that's 1, 2. Yeah, 2. The one outside of 1. Again, how can I be ready when my hands are down and my knees are locked? He's far away. I shouldn't be able to reach him. But I extended my legs a little further this time. Because normally that's enough for you to be. When I take it, I miss. Right, sometimes. Right, most of the time. So now because I know myself, I did this. I do my split at him. So that's why I went, but if I miss what I kick, oh, I'm in trouble. Because I mean, I'm spending like this. But you have to, go for it. That's great. Great. So which one? Yeah. Okay. Oh! I did not mean that. I stepped on his foot. He was really going outside until I stepped on his foot. Anyhow. I stay away from the face, which is definitely the thing. That's all. This is one question? Yeah. How do I? That's fine. Shoot, break it down. One. Excuse me? Yeah. Look. One. Perfecto mundo. Hey. So again, if I get anywhere near where either one of us can hit, I get hit. That's just the way it is. Quarter one. Round 12.
First 12.
I'm gonna give him the point, even though it was the time was beautiful. Beautiful. That's how I wanted this. See again, the body, yes. But I look at the head. That's wonderful. See, my body looks like I'm not going to do nothing. Like this. And also I do. He punched me in my thigh. He punched me right here, which would have been right here. And those were the right hand. You went to throw the proper technique. I did the proper count. Lucky it was high enough. But every first punch was fast. Man, it was fast. I just backed through and got out of the time. Through. That's four. First we got to score that. Miss, and the body. So I'm number 13. So, that's how it's done. Throwing techniques and missing is a lot more difficult than hitting something. So, ain't trying to hit something. That also disrupts the fortress. I hit him hard today on his arms where he blocked in the beginning. Then I pulled back and actually started making the techniques a little more sneaky, where I actually scored with the techniques. But if we run in the corner, I threw a bunch of kicks between 5 and 6, and they were hitting his arm, they were missing him, which is all cool. But that'll exhaust him also, especially if he gets it in the muscle. And that's what I wanted to do. And then I slowed it down, and I snuck it in. So high intensity sometimes, just to increase the high heart rate, and then bring it down with it not intimidated, and then explode like a sniper. Kick my right butt, open my back. There I threw the punch without moving my foot. That's why I was walking out afterwards, but it was still sturdy enough for you to hurt no problem. Last punch without moving. 1 point. Yes or no? Yeah. There on the horse. Now start doing the shuffle. But it became a background. But it became a 9 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Go. 1, you gotta have a time, 1 time. There, this was false movement. I went. Straight. Did I get you? Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. I'm not sure. Let me turn on volume for this. Yes, sir. I don't know what's going to change. Maybe start forward. Sorry, lazy. Where is it? I took the sweat out my eye. In 13 months. Awesome. By the way, anybody can train until they're tired. Champions train after. So, the greatest Muhammad Ali said, I don't count how many I could. I start counting how many I can't. Something with the lines. In other words, after exhaustion is when you have growth. In other words, go further out than anybody else, including you, and test those waters and see how you handle them. Because most people use the word enough. Never enough, because we don't know what enough is enough. Okay, right. I got a block of that punch, man. And I do it. There's no point for you to do that. Guys, look, one of this. Very much time. While reaching, I will stop. See, that was another punch. Now, if you look at it, that particular punch, I have not done maybe ever against them. Doesn't mean I can't do it. And what made it different is just you saying, of course you hit on the reverse punch. No, that was wrong. Yeah. Come on, my feet were planted and I really stretched. So by the time you went to counter, I was already in. But normally you're able to do something to it. So what did it? Yeah. 2 points. I think he punches on mask. I know. Yeah. Yes, of course. I'm your brother's friend. Angel. Yes, sir. Angel is the pastor with me. Yeah. I'm on people. What they do. Even the grandmother is the pastor with me. So I'm no So hermana, mi hermano, right. I'm not gonna take a break, no. I want to keep going and going and going. I'll leave it for 2 weeks. I'm gonna do this every year. No, not every year, we're gonna go home to sleep. Yeah. That's how you get better. Bye-bye. Your legs were crossed. Outside. Yay! I got a point. 4 points.
He got it.
I stepped on your foot.
It was not secure.
So let me explain this. From being passive, that life has changed. I threw multiple punches. Your arms were tied, right?
Not really. No. Like,
We don't do that move.
not music, keeps coming on. Not.
Yeah, but usual. Okay, we'll take that last exchange as the last exchange because we need equipment. And the last exchange, go in this, I throw a bunch of punches, correct?
Yeah.
I can honestly say that I didn't get hit once, only because I stayed close. Normally I would get hit a few times. And I don't know if I hit him, but I was in the video.
Yeah.
So what I did, I was being passive and using the ring and had him go outside. And I eventually got a point. I was standing straight up, which doesn't seem intimidating, and then I was exploding out and bending my knees. Once I started moving, missing, and then countering, or hitting with the third punch, right? In terms of attack by combination. Did you eat a lot yesterday?
No,
You ate enough?
not a lot, but no.
Well, I went to all you can eat, and I tried to eat it all. So presently, I was 229 pounds, which is 11 pounds lighter or heavier than I've been recently. But I'm gonna drop that weight down because I got layers of clothes on right now, and I have the Ignite patch to help burn more calories.
Oh, wow. Both of my patches came on.
Yeah, so I think I think today you were struggling a little bit.
Both of my joints came on.
I think he was struggling a little bit today. Well, he said he lost his power, meaning that the patches came off.
Both of them.
Yeah, in the meantime, I think I have them on, I think.
I swear.
Let's find out. Let's see. I have the denim jacket. Thank you to
Yeah, there you go.
Warlord George Santos. Can I have the hair hunting jacket? You found a new floor. Thanks to again,
You're not
the
sweating.
warlord. Oh, you think I don't? Imagine we had all these things. And we have from Mosuko years ago, Beast,
All right, MCF.
and then finally, Man OG. Now, let's see. I got how many? 1, 2, 3. Are there 4 of
Yeah, look like 4.
them? 4 patches.
2. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, so I got Liberty, Victory, Boost, and Ignite. So I can burn more calories with Ignite, get more energy with Boost, have my left side and right side with the same amount of strength with what would be Victory. And then Liberty gives you stability. Now, you were having a hard time doing that a few months ago, correct?
What's that?
Standing with the one leg, correct?
Yeah. I think it was my knees.
Yeah, so again, guys, I'm Grandmaster Jerry Fast Feet Fontanez, and I've been given instruction on sniper fighting, along with Master Ty, who's sniper fight instructor level 1, who literally has been my sparring partner since March when we started. We started so slow, slow mo sparring. As a matter of fact, let's do some slow mo sparring now. We don't even need gloves. Let's see, we haven't done months, and that's always been my secret, because when you're out of shape, you can't go fast, and when you're hyperventilating. But this will be a perfect cool down. He's doing the stretching right now, he's wonderful, and I'm thinking back, if we do some slow mo sparring, let's see how it looks. Now this is the hard part, bringing our heart rate all the way down. Just do one round. 3 points. Like where you start. See, it's still a match.
Slow it down.
It's just, and you saw my left leg actually went toward the head, which I haven't done that far.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing it slow, just testing. I don't do everything. It's no need to. You know? Yeah. So touch. See the same concept. If you're going slowly, you want to take that big step, stay out the way.
Big step.
The big step gets locked.
That's all.
2 points. One more match to go. See how slow motion? That big step is on the head. 3 points. Match to go. Sorry. What do you need? How does it feel? Oh, wait, wait.
Yeah, we did it in a while.
Many months.
Yeah.
But if you notice, I still took long steps.
Bigger steps, yeah.
So if you make long steps, this is my belief. If in slow motion, you do certain things, there's a good possibility that when you go fast or medium, you might do those same things. So in slow motion, that's when you're more perfect, in the sense that you know that you can shuffle into a hook, a crescent kick to the head. Well, I haven't done that in months, but in slow motion, I felt enough confidence to try it. Now, mind you, could I do that while going fast? Yeah, probably easier because it's momentum. So here there wasn't. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching.
Maybe. See y'all. February.
Merry Christmas and everybody. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever else, you know. Sorry. You.